Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, it's Blitz, and in today's video, I have big news for the Blitz community. Hisroyalfatness, as we know, is one of the largest English-speaking content creators out there. He's mostly known for his live streams, and his live streams get a lot of views. I mean, he usually gets more viewers than me on his live streams, probably because he doesn't complain nearly as much as me, but the point being, he gets a lot of viewers on his live streams, and we can see that here. I mean, the average one gets around 10,000 views, which is pretty dang impressive, and some of them, like the T62A here, has 20,000 views, 25,000 on the BZ75. He has one trying to ace every single medium in the game, and that one has over 45,000 views. That's pretty dang impressive when you think about it. His most viewed stream is on the 60TP with 65,000 views on it. And this is great. Fatness has loads of content out there which showcases how to play the game from a skilled player's perspective, and there's not many skilled players as we know. It's very rare to run into the upper echelon of players, especially on the NA server, and I'm always grateful that Fatness is another really skilled player who makes content to all types of players and showcases how to play the game, always with a positive outlook, which is honestly a great thing if you ask me. Unfortunately, I took a look at my YouTube homepage today, and I saw "Moving On" posted by him. And I knew instantly what that meant. Normally when you see "moving on," it's a clickbait thing. Oh, I'm moving on, as in, you know, I got a new job, but I'll still be posting content. Well, when it comes to Fatness, he's a pretty genuine person, and when I saw "moving on," I was pretty confident, especially from the conversation we had a couple months ago, that he was sealing the deal. And in the video, it basically confirms that he has gotten a job, and he's going to be moving to Virginia, which is like thousands of miles away from where he currently lives. And not only that, but his job, because it's for the government, constantly involves him moving place to place. In other words, he's not going to be able to post Blitz content. First of all, because he's getting a job, which is obviously going to eat into a lot of time. But second of all, because especially it's a government job, it's going to be very, very time killing. It's going to be, very oriented on which base he might be stationed at. I'm not exactly sure what the specifics are. But the point being, he is getting a job, which is really good. Congratulations, by the way. The downside is that he's not going to be posting Blitz content anymore, which is a real bummer. Fatness is definitely one of the best Blitz content creators, if you were to ask me. I made my YouTuber tier list a couple weeks ago, and Fatness made it all the way up into the S tier because he is the S tier of content creators. If other YouTubers get butthurt that I say this, deal with it. It's true. Fatness is the best content creator for this game if you want to watch live streams on how to know how to play tanks. I mean, he doesn't post that many videos. He only has like maybe 50, 60 videos on the channel, and most of them are, way too old to really watch anymore. But it's still great that the live streams he has are really good. But this brings us to a point that I wanted to bring up, and a reason why I am rather disappointed in Wargaming, and that is because they constantly rebalance the game, and it ruins a lot of the content that Fatness is going to have sitting on his channel. He's done a lot of live streams over the past couple of months. We can see that just in the past, 5 months, 6 months, he's probably posted upwards of 40 to 50 streams. And this is great content. It showcases all these different tanks, how to play them, their capabilities. Most of them are centered towards tier 10. I would say 90% of his content is on tier 10. This is a bit of a bummer, because Wargaming is planning on rebalancing the game in just a few months. And when that happens, it means all of this great content is going to kind of be useless when you think about it. I mean, if Wargaming plans on changing a lot of these vehicles and their capabilities, watching a stream on how to play it from a year ago really isn't going to be all that beneficial. This is why I am a big hater of the rebalance changes. I don't mind if Wargaming actually wants to properly balance the game and the tanks, but I think when they just randomly change the vehicles and they leave old videos like mine, like Fatness's, or any other YouTubers in the dust, which tried to showcase how to play the tanks, I'm just really disappointed in Wargaming because, I mean, thousands of hours of content here, and most of it's going to go to waste because Wargaming's going to rebalance the game in a few months, and the majority of these vehicles aren't going to play the same. The IS-4 is getting buffed, the Bastion's getting nerfed, the Progetto's getting nerfed, the 60TP's getting buffed, E50M's getting mega buffed, and, I mean, sure, the videos themselves are still going to show the generic way you play these tanks, but after the changes, there's going to be a lot of things, especially if you look at something like the Chieftain Mark 6, which is getting a Hesh-firing gun. If a player that wants to purchase the Chieftain watches one of these streams from a few months ago after the changes, it's not really going to be very beneficial. And to me, it's just really disappointing that Wargaming can take all of this hard work and just dump it down the drain because they want to make the game exciting and change the matchmaker. But enough about Wargaming. Let's get back to Fatness. Here's what I'll say. I'm not too surprised that Fatness is leaving World of Tanks. I didn't know if he was going to get a job or if he was just going to move on when I originally saw the video pop up. All I do know is that a couple months ago, after we had streamed, we talked in DMs. And I had just finished complaining about teams, and I asked him, hey, how'd your stream go? And he was like, oh, teams just frickin' suck right now. And I was like, I feel ya. They are incredibly painful. In the last few months of watching Fatness stream, I've seen him rage more than I've ever seen him rage ever. And that, to me, has always been kind of crazy, because Fatness is usually chill, he's usually pretty well put together, but, man, after the recent changes to the matchmaker and everything else, it's just been hard to find as much fun in the game, and it's been the same case for a lot of the other content creators, especially the more skilled you are. Like the average player, they're not going to notice too much of a change, but when you get up there, it definitely hurts, and you feel like you're trying your best, but the game's just pulling you down on purpose. It's really unenjoyable, and Fatness and I talked about it, and he basically said if Wargaming doesn't make things better and they don't focus on making the game more enjoyable, I'm not going to continue posting content on it. And I said I fully agree. I post content on this game because I get paid to. That's a fact. It's basically my job. And while I do hope my GTA channel and I have a reaction channel I'm working on now do end up taking off, at the end of the day, this is my sole source of income currently. And because of that, obviously I'm not going to stop posting videos. If this wasn't my source of income, would I keep posting videos? Honestly, I don't think so. I'm going to be real. I probably wouldn't be. And it's down to the fact that this game gets me very frustrated sometimes. And I can play other games like Deep Rock Galactic, Satisfactory, GTA, and have a much more chill experience without getting mad. And because of that, I can definitely tell you there's a lot of moments that I would think twice about posting content on this game, especially if I didn't get something out of it. But to me, where I currently am in Blitz, I'm really glad that I have the community. And that's the major reason why I do my live streams so often, is because I have you guys to chill with and have a little bit of fun while I might be suffering. So I'm really sad to see Fatness go. He's one of the greats, and I will remember him, obviously. Everybody will remember him for being one of the best Blitz content creators. I'm really hoping that other people step up and start to fill people's shoes, because right now we're in a state where a lot of the Blitz content creation has kind of died down. Meadsy is planning on probably stopping soon. I really like Meadsy. He's an incredibly chill guy, but obviously from his peak in 2020 to now, he has just kind of fallen off in terms of posting videos, and you can see in the level of effort. And it's not just that, other content creators like Pantoof, he's done. Even if he were to come back for Blitz, he'd be so washed at this point, it wouldn't even be worth it. And apart from that, we got the meme content creators. Angel's already expressed multiple times about joining the Snail and making videos on other games, and I can't blame him there, especially when we have the current state of the game. What Be Joe posts once in every 18 years, so he's kind of non-existent. And apart from that, we got the small YouTubers like Flossie, which I'd highly recommend you check out, and Peter Keck W. And I do think Peter and Flossie are going to continue to grow exponentially in the future. But yeah, right now Blitz is pretty dead in terms of content creation. I'm pretty sure if I were to stop, Wargaming would be in some deep doo-doo in terms of videos and views. But I'm very sad to see Fatness go. That's all I'm going to say. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I hope that maybe, just maybe, you will do one last stream with me before you do end up leaving. I'm pretty sure you will see this video, so if you do, want to do a stream with me, we can do some ridiculous 10-hour stream, let me know. I'm more than down for it. And yeah, hit me up. Either way, hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video. This is sad news. If you haven't seen Fatness, by the way, I'd highly recommend you check out some of his videos, especially on vehicles before they do get changed. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.